Good morning. Today we will study dual space, dual basis, double dual. First of all, dual vector space or dual space. Dual vector space consists of set of all linear functionals. Here we have linear functionals on the vector space Vf, to a field F, together with the vector space structure of pointwise addition and scalar multiplication by constants. It means the dual space V star of V is defined as the set of linear functional of V, the zero function which maps V to 0 for all V belonging to V, F1 plus F1 plus F2 into V is equal to F1V plus F2V, pointwise addition, lambda F into V is equal to lambda FV, where lambda belongs to F pointwise multiplication by scalar. One may verify that this dual vector space satisfy axioms of vector space as well. Sometimes we denote it by V star or V dash or home VF or home FVF or LVF. Suppose that V is a finite dimensional vector space. For every basis V1, V2, Vn of V, there is a basis F1, F2, Fn of V star such that Fi Vj is equal to delta Ij, which is equal to 1 for I equal to j and 0 for I not equal to j. This is a short way of writing the dual basis of the basis set V1, V2, Vn. Otherwise, we write it as F1 V1 equal to 1, F1 V2 equal to 0, F1 V3 equal to 0, F1 Vn equal to 0. Here one may notice that F1 Vn, where the suffix of F and V are equal, then it is 1, otherwise these are 0. F2 V1 equal to 0, F2 V2 equal to 1, F2 V3 equal to 0, F2 Vn equal to 0. Here F2 and V2, suffix of F and suffix of V are equal, so value is 1, otherwise 0. Fn V1 equal to 0, Fn V2 equal to 0, Fn V3 equal to 0, Fn Vn equal to 1. Here suffix of F and V are equal, it is 1, otherwise it is 0. So in short we write Fi Vj equal to 1 if I equal to j and 0 if I not equal to j. So this basis set F1, F2, Fn is known as the dual basis of V1, V2, Vn. Clearly, these are unique and well defined. This basis set is unique and it is also well defined. Now we will demonstrate how to find dual basis set F1, F2 of the given basis set V1, V2 of R square, where V1 is given to be 2, 1 and V2 is given to be 3, 1. It means we seek linear functionals F1 xy equal to ax plus by and F2 xy equal to cx plus dy, so that F1 V1 equal to 1, F1 V2 equal to 0, F2 V1 equal to 0, F2 V2 equal to 0. This is by definition of dual basis. When suffixes of F and V are equal, then it is 1. When these are different, then this is 0. These four conditions lead to the following two system of linear equations. If we put for V1 equal to 2, 1, then F1 V1 is equal to F1 2, 1. And if we substitute x equal to 2 and y equal to 1 in F1 xy equal to ax plus by, we get 2a plus b equal to 1 because F1 V1 is 1. So first equation is 2a plus b equal to 1. Now F1 V2. V2 is given to be 3, 1. So F1 3, 1 is equal to F1 xy is ax plus by. So here x equal to 3, y equal to 1. So F1 3, 1 is 3a plus b. And again F1 V2 is equal to 0. So we get 3a plus b equal to 0. So first equation is 2a plus b equal to 1. Second is 3a plus b equal to 0. If we solve these two equations, we get a equal to minus 1 and b equal to 3. Now F2 V1. V1 is again 2, 1. Here So f2 21 is equal to f2 xy is cx plus dy. So x equal to 2, y equal to 1. So 2c plus d, 2c plus d, and 2c plus 2d, 2c plus d equal to 0, because f2 v1 is equal to 0 here. Now f2 v2. v2 is given to be 3 1. So f2 3 1. f2 3 1 means x is 3, y is 1 here. So 3 into c, d into 1. So 3c plus d, and this is equal to 1 because f2 v2 is 1. So we get two equations, 2c plus d, 2c plus d equal to 0, 3c plus d equal to 0. If we solve these two equations, we get c equal to 1 and d equal to minus 2. On substituting a equal to minus 1, b equal to 3, we get f1 xy equal to minus x plus 3y. If we substitute 3c equal to 1 and d equal to minus 2, in f2 xy equal to cx plus dy, we get f2 xy equal to minus x minus 2y, and these f1 and f2 form the dual basis for the set v1 v2 of R square. Let Vf be a finite dimensional vector space, then dimension V star is equal to dimension of V. Let V star be the dual basis of a finite dimensional vector space Vf. It means dual space VR is the set of linear functionals T which are from a vector space V to a field F. It means dimension of V star is equal to dimension of V into dimension of F. But dimension of F over F is 1. It means dimension of V into 1. It means it is equal to dimension of V. Therefore, dimension of V star is equal to dimension of V. Dimension of dual of V and dimension of V are same. Now, second dual space. We know that every vector space V has a dual space V star, which is a vector space of linear functionals of Vf to a field F. V is also a set of linear functionals from Vf to field F, and V star is also a vector space of linear functional on Vf to field F. Therefore, V star also has a dual space, which we denote by V double star, and this is called second dual space or bidual space of V. Here dimension of V is equal to dimension of V star, and this is equal to dimension of V double star, which is second dual space of V, and this is dual space of V. Natural mapping and reflexivity. Let V is a finite dimensional vector space and the mapping V to V cap, where V cap is equal to F is equal to Fv for all F belong to V. V star means dual of V, is an isomorphism from V to V double star. V double star means second dual of V. Isomorphism means homomorphism plus 1 1 and onto. Then this mapping is called the natural mapping, and property of existence of this natural mapping is called the reflexivity. If V is not finite dimensional vector space, then the natural mapping is never onto V double star. V double star means second dual space of vector space V. Since V is isomorphic to second dual space of vector space V, therefore dimension of V is finite, and therefore dimension of V is equal to dimension of V star. We also denote the natural mapping Fv as Vf within square bracket. Every finite dimensional vector space is reflexive. Now annihilator. For a subset U of V, the annihilator is defined as the set of all linear functionals having the property Fu equal to 0 for all U belonging to U. It means we denote the annihilator of U by U naught, U dot, and U dot is equal to, we write dot in the superscript, and U dot is equal to the set of functionals F belonging to F star dual of dual of vector space V such that Fu equal to 0 for all u belonging to U. For any subset of the annihilator, U dot is a subspace of V star, dual of V, and it is equal to the set F belonging to V star, where such that U is a subset of kernel F. And U dot is equal to singleton set 0, where 0 is the 0 functional. And annihilator of singleton set 0 is equal to V star. Annihilator of an annihilator. Let U be a subset of vector space Vf, then U dot is a subspace of V star. The annihilator of an annihilator U dot is defined as U dot dot. I have written it in superscript U double dot equal to G belonging to V double star, second dual of V, such that Gf is equal to 0 for all f belonging to annihilator of vector space V, which we denote by U dot. Clearly, U double dot is a subspace of V double stars, means second dual space. Annihilator of annihilator is a subspace of second dual space of vector space V. If V is a finite dimensional vector space, then V is identical with the second dual space of vector space V, which we denote by the V double star through the natural isomorphism V2 V cap. In this case, we regard U double dot is a subspace of V. It means U double dot can be written as V belonging to V vector space V such that Fv equal to 0 for all f belonging to U dot. U dot means annihilator of vector space V. Now we will demonstrate how to find the basis of an annihilator U. Let U, where U is a subspace of R cube spanned by 1, 1, 0 and 0, 1, 1. It means we need to find the basis of the set of linear functional f such that Fv1 equal to 0, Fv2 equal to 0 by definition of annihilator of a vector space, where fx1, x2, x3 equal to ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3. Thus f110 is equal to, because fv1 equal to 0, it means v1 is here is 110. So f110 means a into 1, b into 1, c into 0 equal to 0, and this means a plus b equal to 0, and f011 means a into 0, b into 1, c into 1 equal to 0. It means b plus c equal to 1. This implies a equal to minus b plus equal to c. Hence f of x1, x2, x3 is equal to x1 minus x2 plus x3. Let U be the subspace of a finite dimensional vector space V over a field F. Then dimension of U dot, which is the annihilator of vector space V, plus dimension of U is equal to dimension of V. Or we can state this statement as, if U is an m-dimensional vector subspace of a n-dimensional vector space V over a field F, then the annihilator U dot is n minus m-dimensional vector subspace. Let U be a subspace of n-dimensional vector space V over a field F. Then the annihilator U dot of vector space V is a subspace of V star. V star means dual space of vector space V. Let dimension of U equal to R. Dimension means number of elements in its basis set. Because U is a subspace of V, therefore dimension of U is less than or equal to dimension of V. That is, R is less than or equal to N. Let V1, V2, Vr be a basis of U. It means this basis can be extended to a basis of V. Let V1, V2, Vr, Vr plus 1, Vr plus 2, Vn is a basis of V. Now let F1, F2, Fn be the basis of dual to Vj such that Vj means these V1, V2, Vn such that Fi Vj is equal to 1 for I equal to j and 0 if I is not equal to j. So F1, F2, Fn is a dual basis to v1, v2, vn. Also vj belongs to u for 1 less than or equal to j less than or equal to r, because dimension of u is r. This implies fi belongs to u dot annihilator of vector space v for r plus 1 less than or equal to I less than or equal to n. And this implies f of r plus 1, f of r plus 2, fn belongs to u dot. Since the set fr plus 1, fr plus 2, fn is a subset of linearly independent set f1, f2, fn, because f1, f2, fn is a basis set, so it is linearly independent, and every vector in it can be expressed as a linear combination of element of a space. Hence, fr plus 1, fr plus 2, fn is linearly independent, because subset of a linearly independent set is linearly independent. Now we will show that fr plus 1, fr plus 2, fn generates u dot, means any vector in u dot can be expressed as a linear combination of fr plus 1, fr plus 2 and fn. Let g belongs to u dot be arbitrary, so that g vi equal to 0 for I equal to 1 to 3. Therefore, u dot is a subspace of v star, and g belongs to, it means g belongs to v star. Because g is an element of u dot and u dot is a subspace of v star, it means g also belongs to v star. V star is dual of v. And dimension basis set dual to v1, v2, vn is f1, f2, fn. Therefore, g can be written as g v1 f1, g v2 f2, g vr fr, g vr plus 1 fr plus 1, g vn fn. But g v1 is equal to 0 here, because g belongs to u dot. U dot means annihilator of vector space v. So g v1 equal to 0, g v2 equal to 0 up to r, g vr equal to 0. So we are left with g vr plus 1 fr plus 1, g vn fn. So this is equal to g vr plus 1 fr plus 1, g vn fn. It means g belongs to u dot is expressible as a linear combination of linear functionals fr plus 1, fr plus 2, fn. Here we have shown this g can be expressed as a linear combination of fr plus 1 and up to fn. Also, already we have shown that this set is linearly independent. Fr plus 1, fr plus 2, fn is linearly independent. So it forms a basis of u dot. U dot, which is annihilator of vector space V. And number of element in this set is equal to n minus r, because it starts from r plus 1 and goes up to n. So number of element here is n minus r. So dimension of u dot plus dimension of u is equal to n minus r plus r. R and r will cancel out, we are left with n. And this is equal to dimension of v. It means dimension of u dot plus dimension of u is equal to dimension of v. Thank you.